I have a new segment for everybody. It's called Fan Facts the Ride, with yours truly, the Coaster Fanatic. Fan Facts the Ride is basically where I take a roller coaster, wood or steel, it doesn't really matter, and it has to be a roller coaster that I have ridden, and basically I give the facts about this ride. Afterwards, I give my overall thoughts about this ride. What was my experience like? Was it good? Was it bad? Afterwards, I will give my recommendations on this ride. Do I recommend you definitely ride this more than once, or is it one of those where you ride once and you don't ride again, or is it one that you definitely can skip? And then I'll finally end the video with a score out of 10 Coaster Fanatics. We're going to start with Bizzaro at Six Flags Great Adventure. So Bizzaro opened on April 2nd, 1999 as Medusa. 10 years later, it reopened on May 23rd, 2009 as Bizzaro. It is a Bolliger & Mabillard floorless roller coaster, the first of its kind to be exact. Its height is 142 feet with a maximum drop of 132 feet. Its maximum speed is 61 miles per hour and reaches a total length of 3,985 feet of track. There are a total of 7 inversions on this ride. That is, a vertical loop, a dive loop, a zero-G roll, a cobra roll, and 2 corkscrews. The maximum duration of this ride is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. That's from the time you leave the station to the time you hit the brake run. The maximum capacity of this ride is 1,350 riders per hour. The G-forces it reaches is 4 Gs. And there are a total of 3 trains on this ride. All 3 trains have an equal amount of 8 cars per train. Riders are arranged 4 across in a single row for a total of 32 riders per train. So, what are my overall thoughts about Bizzaro? Bizzaro is actually really great. Of the 3 B&M floorless coasters I have been on, this is my favorite. It is a fantastic ride. It's really intense in the front row. The inversions are actually really nice. For this ride itself, the inversions are butter smooth. This is one of the older B&M models, and it does not have a B&M rattle. Surprisingly, it was butter smooth, no headbanging. But here's the thing, and this is just I think with most roller coasters, but I found it more often on this one than all the others, is that Bizzaro kind of, the momentum or the intensity, it kind of gets killed in the last 3 rows. It might have just been me at the time, but that's what happened when I was in the back row, is that I didn't feel, it wasn't as intense, and it felt like everything that was so enjoyable about the ride got killed, except for the fact that there was no headbanging in the back row. So that's good news. Plus, it has really good theming. The fact that Six Flags has a lot of theming, like you're crashing through buildings, there's fire, smoke, it actually makes the ride a lot more enjoyable. Also, this ride is definitely one of those must ride at nights. So, do I recommend riding this roller coaster? Absolutely. Listen, this ride is definitely in the top 5 at Six Flags Great Adventure. And it is so cool because it's nestled in the back of the park so that the crowds won't be getting to it till later throughout the day. So the lines will be pretty short throughout most of the day, and so you get to ride multiple times on this roller coaster, sometimes even multiple times front row. Also, this is a must ride at night. The fact that there's lights everywhere, so it lights up at night. It's also in the forest area, so it kind of gives you that nighttime intensity, and it's overall a fantastic ride. So, out of 10, what does this roller coaster get? Well, Bizzaro will get 7 Coaster Fanatics out of 10. Listen, this ride is incredible. The fact that it has a nice drop, it is butter smooth for opening in 1999. Most B&M roller coasters by now would have a rattle. Not this one. Six Flags has been taking really good care of this ride. Also, it's a perfect time at night, and even that cobra roll is just enjoyable. So thank you all for watching the first ever Fan Facts the Ride, and as always, keep coasting, roller coaster fanatics.